victory!
That's okay. Like I said, we're going to be resting anyway, so I may as well use the spell slots up. They're not... They can't... Well... They can convert... Oh, no, these can't convert to healing spells because they're Octavius. Whereas... Yeah, his could convert into a heal later, but it's only a lesser heal.
Die! Die! Die!
Repent!
Serves you right. Consider me provoked.
You like that? What? You didn't?
Where's the grease? Or did she cancel the grease?
Yes.
Alright.
This is for you!
You forced my hand.
I'll fight if I have to!
Let the attack commence.
You're not even standing on it. Oh, God. She's so dumb. I can check all the effects by pointing on my AC. I have to go in there then. Like, I don't know why she's fallen over. Because the might dealt 5 damage to her. No, this is a reflex. It's from not. So she failed a reflex from that she rolled for some reason. Because she's not standing in the grease. Like to get up at any stage, Valerie, and join the fight. Let's see if Amiri can avoid standing in the grease. Where's the shaman gone? Amiri, if you could avoid. Octavia's actually dead.
What for Gorum?
Like, I just don't want to play the game in story mode because it's just, I don't want to see the story that badly that I mean, if that was the case, I'd just watch co-play it, you know, like, and that way I get to see the story. But
Something bothering you?
oh yeah, there's something bothering me. Actually, I'm sure someone's done a YouTube compilation of all the like important cutscenes, and then I could get to witness the story if I was that desperate to see the story.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
Lindsay,
Something
do it
more
properly.
simple, like Lindsay the Great.
You like doing that for
Lindsay
games
the
you've played and loved?
Indecisive.
What, just watch YouTube for the cutscenes? I mean, in a situation like this where
Share your troubles.
there's clearly still issues in the combat engine. I think it's funny because people are like, oh, hard is hard. It's meant to be for veteran part. I think hard is hard because there's a lot of mechanics that just don't act the way they should. And possibly, I don't know. I think a lot of people probably have noticed and either haven't been bothered to send feedback or have sent feedback and it's been ignored.
Here!
Because it was quite obvious by where I dropped the grease that Valerie was not standing in it, and she didn't move forward. She just fell over. So either the grease goes outside of the template that you cast it in, or this hitbox is not actually this hitbox, but either way, it's... Alright, so we're all good to go, apparently. Apparently. I'm going to save that there.
Just letting the ink dry.
You do that. Alright, so we need to slightly move them since the hold command doesn't work. No. Just walk over here. No. No. You. No. Okay.
Die! Die! Die!
Serves you right.
Okay, so it shows you where the hitbox is. So it's not going to be affected by it. Oh, good. He's dead. I think I want that one because it's going to be the one that's most likely to peel off to help when we kill that.
Let the attack commence!
Repent!
Okay, now you can attack it.
Let us strike as one!
Just don't fall over. Alright, now Miri now can...
You like that? What?
That's
you
good.
didn't?
Although you were aiming at this one, so I don't know what happened there, Jeff, but okay.
May I I see your entrails, please?
Consider me
What's that?
Good. Good.
Do not falter!
Good. Who's next? You can... Let's go with that one. Good. Alright. Anytime you guys would like to hit the mite that's lying on the ground. Okay. I'm gonna let Valerie fall over. 'Cause it's funny. Fall over again, Valerie. Apart from the fact that we had to use absolutely everything, that's it, just fall over in the crease. That turned out okay.
Done with waiting.
Mites have nailed window frames to the cave walls. There are landscapes painted behind some of them.
Time becomes distance.
Nice.
Step, step, step.
Rice? Shepherd's pie. Okay, now we're talking. What's the recipe? Flour, potatoes, and meat. We can make some of that. Right, how many more of these idiots are over here?
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Let's find out.
adventures call to them.
To victory!
4. That's reasonable. Start singing, Lindsay. Nope, that's not 4. You're dead. So that's a plus. I don't think there's a shaman here, is there? Or a priest? No.
Tear them apart!
What? Valerie, like, look at this. Oh, Valerie is so freaking useless.
This won't kill me!
Is that all of them? Valerie has no threat. Nothing is attacking Valerie.
Onwards!
Oh my god. Wow.
You deserved it.
I will survive. I always survive.
Man, if you just weren't so
I
useless.
died.
I'll survive. I always survive. I'll survive. I always survive.
I think that is the actual part of the problem, is Valerie is useless. Like, I'm pinning this everything, the entire thing. Hey, Durus. It's gone alright.
Protect me.
I've come to the
please.
conclusion that, well, I've come to several conclusions, and one of them is that Valerie is
Miserable.
the biggest problem in this game
I
to
can't
this team.
keep this up much longer.
Oh, nice. Like, I fully believe that if it wasn't for Valerie,
You forced my hand.
Avenge me.
I'd probably be halfway through the game by now.
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
What if these guys can pull this out?
I see your light.
100% Valerie's fault. Absolutely useless she is. Alright. So we know there's going to be more of them,
I'm
so we
listening.
should... Let's... Why does she suck? Because as someone who's supposed to hold the front line, she can't. Enemies will just walk around her, and she will let them. They will literally walk around her and attack the back line. Both. Partial charge. I think like she's bad because of the reason that you've said about the high durability, low damage characters. And she's a story-given character, so that's how she comes. However, I think if you had two of her, they would do a better job together. Yeah, and that's like what Ray's saying. You have two of them and you physically block the path so they can't, because there's a lot of like you could create a line. The problem is then, like, Amiri's doing so much of our damage, and I think without having someone that can do big damage and like take out your enemies, you'd run out of healing spells. So your two tanks up the front would just die eventually because it takes too long. And a third melee with a long range weapon. Maybe.
I am your shield.
Like there are feats where you can get them to sort of do that, where if you have two identical copies of the same feat or the same character, one of the feats, I can't remember what it is, but it's basically like I get a bonus if you also have this feat and we also have other abilities that work together. Yeah, like a Baldur. But that's just so slow and cumbersome to do that.
Time becomes distance.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, like forming a phalanx. The problem is, as soon as you get into a fight where there's a more open space, like, what do? Because they will walk around her. And you can't move when you're in melee, because as soon as you move within melee, every enemy that's in melee with you gets a free attack. And it doesn't reset the cooldown on their next attack. It is a completely free attack. So you pretty much, once you're in your standing spot, you stand there.
Well, here I am. See? One shouldn't brag about a big sword if they can't carry one. Don't hesitate. I am yours to command. Done with waiting.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah, but like, I've got one grease that I used in the previous fight. And so I'm at the stage where I'm actually contemplating going back out after every single combat, doing an 8-hour rest and coming back. And like that,
I'm listening.
I think the biggest issue is when you're doing tabletop versus miniatures, you might work out positioning, but it's kind of understood that if I bring a healer up to behind the melee line so I can heal them, that doesn't trigger attack of opportunity. Whereas, you know, the game will, because the healer gets 2 pixels too far this way, you know. I'm gonna, and I've got ones coming up from here that I can't block as well.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Yeah, Lindsay was called for. Lindsay, you can go there.
I shall end this suffering.
Now you need to come back up here. You guys need to all hold what you're doing. Means don't do anything. There we go.
Consider me provoked.
Tear them apart!
As long as they all try to go after her and no one's going after her. Okay, good. Is there not a visual indication of melee opportunity attack rate? No. You just have to eye it off and you'd be like, okay, this one's in melee with that one. The problem is, even if there was, you'd be like, oh great, my healers moved into that position because they pathed. And that's the problem. Pathing put them in that position. And now I can't heal or get them back out of there. Something died here. I need you guys on that.
Repent!
they're attacking her now. Okay, that's not as good. See, like this thing? It was attacking Valerie. It has now decided I am not attacking my tank. I'm going to walk over here and attack this guy. And if it gets up towards my healer, I can't heal anymore. Otherwise, it will kill my healer. Alright, that's fine. But I can't send Miri off to kill it for me, because otherwise every single one of these will attack her. But he's far enough away that he can still heal at least.
Protect me, please.
But Lindsay's getting owned. She can turn off. One of those died. Okay, that died now, so that's good. Oh, that one. All of you
You forced my hand.
Serves you right.
They go down!
I haven't played Pillars of Eternity yet.
This won't kill me.
I'm really looking forward to it. Also, Divinity. Everyone told me that the combat system in Divinity's done really well. So Miri's down now. And what's worse is if she gets healed, when she stands up, they will all get an opportunity of attack on her. And she'll just go down again. Except this one's already decided to attack Lindsay, because Valerie's useless. There it is.
I should withdraw for a time. This is for you.
I'll try to make this swift.
You deserved it.
Another one's peeling off. To go for, like, the bard who is firing arrows and missing. Okay? So the bard is firing arrows at this mite and missing. But this mite feels that that's a bigger threat than the...
Protect me, please.
I'm trying, but...
We'll survive.
What?
I always survive.
Miserable. Last chapter.
He's dead.
I can't keep this up much longer.
That one died, so that's good.
I'll fight if I have to.
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Alright, Valerie's down.
Oh, sick.
Look, that's how quickly it turns. The second Valerie loses a couple of them, it's over. Like, that's right, to no one's surprise. Like, Valerie has one job, which is to stand there and take a beating. And instead of doing that, she, I don't know, for some reason, they're like, I don't want to beat on you anymore. I'm going to go beat on someone else. And she's like, okay. And they're like, one job. She's like, oh.